is going on, guys? It's Short here because of another Modern Warfare 3 MOAB and its sake domination match on the map Dome using the model 1887 with the damage proficiency. And as you guys can see right now, I'm trying to get a montage clip by no scoping on the A flag, but I end up failing, so I switch over to the model. And guys, the model, it's probably one of the most inconsistent slash worst guns in Modern Warfare 3. Definitely the worst shotgun because, well, when you get the specialist bonus, you get the range and the damage, and even with the range and the damage, you still get point blank hit markers with this thing. So it's kind of hard to use, and you know, when I go on my streak, I kind of have to camp in the middle building where the B flag is. I know, right? I'm actually camping my ass off, so I'm sorry, I have to camp. But, you know, camping here or using the model, you know, camping with the model isn't really that bad of, that big of a deal because, well, it is the model and it's hard to get kills with. So I'm sorry about that, and it's probably the only gameplay that I'm ever going to use that I'm camping actually, like, really hardcore. So anyways, getting on to the main thing of today, which is going to be a dual comm with my dad as an honor of Father's Day and 150th video special. Say hello.
Hello.
So anyways, I decided to bring on my dad for Father's Day and my 150th video because, well, I didn't want to do anything ordinary, like do a regular gameplay or do something commentary or something. I just want to do something special. So anyways, we kind of gathered up a couple of questions of what my friends have asked me, what my dad thinks of me of this. So I'm just gonna break it down right now. So question number one, Dad, what do you think of me doing YouTube?
At first, it kind of bothered me because I thought you were spending way too much time doing this stuff. But then, I kind of realized that, you got a great opportunity to meet new people, even though it's electronically. You got people all around the world. The skill set that you do with this digital editing thing is probably the skill set of the future. Think of Pop, think of me. We can barely talk on cell phones, let alone do digital editing. So this is kind of the wave of the future. So I'm okay with it because I know where you are too. I know you're not out getting arrested for vandalism. I know you're not out doing drugs with the thugs, and I know you're not out getting girls pregnant. I know you're in here doing video games with your buddies. That's okay by me.
All right. So it's all right.
I'm okay with it.
All right.
As long as you keep your grades up.
All right. So, question number two. Have you ever tried to play video games yourself?
Yeah, started way back when I was a young kid. We had Atari. I'm a great Pong player. Ask your parents about Atari. And then we evolved into Nintendo 64. Bought Nintendo 64 when you were born, and that's when you kind of got into video games. I think you were 1 year old when you started watching your brother play Mario.
And my brother taught me how to play Mario.
Taught you how to hold the controller and how to make the people move. And you got really upset when you couldn't get a star.
Yeah, that's basically when I started playing video games.
Yeah, and then we moved into PlayStation.
Yeah.
And you kept bugging me. You were 6 years old or so, and you kept bugging me to play PlayStation, and
so
I did.
I bugged him. I bugged him to play Madden 2005 or 2006 or something. Or something back there.
And he was always beating me in Madden, and I would just say, look, it's 28-0. I don't know how to throw. I don't know how to catch. I don't know. All you kept doing was pick sixing me, sacking me, and fumble. So finally, one day, I said, you know what? Your mom's on deployment. It's a long time till Mom comes back. I might as well go ahead and play so we can pass time at night. And I got up 14-0 on him in Madden.
And he was about to score.
I was about to score again when
I threw down the controller and I rage quit. I walked out the room and I rage quit. Yes, guys, I do rage quit, and everybody does. So I just got really mad, threw down the controller, walked out the room, and rage quit.
Let me remind you, it was 14-0. I had the ball again, about ready to go up 21-0.
You want me to do it again?
No, we're good.
Okay. Anyways, going on with the next question, tying in with the other question. Any Call of Duty experiences that you have?
The launch, the midnight launches. The midnight launches that we've done. When we knew it was going to come to our GameStop, and you asked if we could go to the midnight launch, and I said, look, I'm not getting up to do it. You want to do it, you got to wake me up. And those of you who ever heard a snoring bear, that's when I sleep. I am out like a light, so it takes a lot to wake me up. So I told him, you wake me up, we'll go. And he came and woke me up. Yeah,
so the first time, or the first place we went to Walmart, and this is
Northern Virginia. Yeah. 22 degrees, I think, that day outside.
And we went to Walmart, Virginia, or Walmart video game section. And they had, how they have all the tags. They had Black Ops up there, but no copies. And the store person said, we have it in the back.
We have it in the back.
We won't sell it until 6:01. That's when we open.
And I said, I won't tell anybody.
I won't tell anybody.
Just sell me one copy. That's all I want.
It was kind of a no-go at Walmart, so we went to Black Ops and stayed in line for like an hour and a half.
At
with, like,
GameStop. GameStop.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. We waited for like almost 2 hours in 22-degree weather.
Yeah, with like 20-year-olds and stuff.
Yeah, it was awful. But here, with the game launch in Hawaii,
Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, it was much better because it never gets that cold in
Hawaii. But we had to stay in line for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, a lot longer line because there's a bunch of young Air Force kids who have nothing better to do but to play video games.
Yeah. So going on with the next question, what is your biggest fear about me?
A couple of them. Number one of the fears is that you're going to end up doing this a little too much, and you're going to let your grades slip. You won't get into college because of that F-bomb. Yeah, and you won't be as successful as we know it can be. The other fear I have is that you might get a girl pregnant that I don't necessarily approve of, and I'll have ugly grandchildren.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, what is my most memorable moment?
Aside from being born, I would have to say the time we met Drew Brees in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
This is why I think you became a Saints fan. Reggie Bush had just been drafted by them, and Reggie Bush was one of your favorite players. And your mom was in Korea at the time, and she got Drew Brees' New Orleans Saints jersey because he had just been traded from the Saints or signed by the Saints. So you were there. 200 kids were there. You're the only kid there with a Drew Brees jersey.
Yeah.
So by the time we finally got up to the line, and you were so cool, you were talking to Drew Brees is like, wow, you're the only kid here with my jersey. Are you from New Orleans? Do you like the Saints? And Jordan says, well, Mr. Brees, I really like Reggie Bush. Yeah. and Drew Brees is like, well, so do we.
Yeah. Drew Brees now is probably my favorite football player.
And he signed the back of your jersey.
Yeah, and he signed my football.
And he signed your football. And then the guy, the local reporter dude, was like, took you out.
Yeah,
he's like, well, I'm going to take you around. And he talked to you about having the Drew Brees jersey. And then we went to the game in New Orleans.
Yeah, this was a couple years later. We went down to New Orleans. The year
that the Saints won the Super Bowl, we went to New Orleans on a road trip. And you were wearing the jersey to the game or to the morning.
And everybody was looking at it. It was signed. And like, you got that sign?
Yeah, we were at Mother's breakfast or some Mother's ham or something like that, right across from the hotel. And our waitress was like, "You got that nice Drew Brees jersey on, boy. You are just all right."
And then I turn around and she's like, "It's signed.
You got that thing signed, Dad. You got to take him back to the hotel, get that thing off him." And his brother is a Carolina Panther, and my father-in-law is a Carolina Panther fan. So they were both there wearing the Carolina Panthers, and it was the Saints versus the Panthers.
Yeah.
And the guys are like, "Hey, you guys got some really cool jerseys on. My daughter has a prom dress that color."
That was the joke of the day.
That was the joke of the day.
Later after the game, we went to a hotel and we ate dinner at the restaurant. And when we were about to order, we had
7 or 8 Saints players had come. Jeremy Shockey came by, Reggie Bush had come by.
A couple of the linebackers.
Darren Woodson had come by, Scott Fajita. I actually talked to Scott Fajita. I talked to Scott Fajita for a little while.
I was frozen.
You guys should have seen Jordan. He was like, I was like, Jordan, take pictures of them. I mean, look, they're taking pictures. I mean, Jeremy Shockey was taking pictures. Reggie Bush was taking pictures. Darren, what's his name? Darren Sharper. Darren Sharper was up there taking pictures. They were all like taking pictures before they went to go sit down dinner. And they'd just gone 8-0 for the first time in their history. So everyone's clapping. And Jordan's just sitting there going,
and he claims he knew about it, but I kind of...
That's why we picked the hotel.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to the next question, which is... I don't know if I've told you guys this, but my dad and my mom are in the Navy. Well, my mom is still, and my dad got out of the Navy. But I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever shot any guns in the Navy?
Absolutely. That's what we do. But one particular time, we were sailing out of San Francisco, just left Hawaii, matter of fact. We were headed to Australia for our deployment before we go into the Persian Gulf. We encountered a boat of Vietnamese refugees. So we embarked them. There were 42 of them, and their vessel that they was on was very unseaworthy. So our captain said, well, we have to sink it. So we had to shoot the 50 cal. So he gets up there and says, Shriver, you're first. Get up on the 50 cal. And I was like, who? He said, Shriver, you're first. Get up on the 50 cal. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
So anyway, I grabbed the 50 cal. I put on my freaking headset. And we had 7 shots. I was going to have 7, then my buddies Hartman and Schernicke were going to have 7 shots. We were going to sink it. Yeah. So I shot the 50 cal, and that thing just threw me all over the ship, man. It was hilarious. If YouTube were around back then, I'd have 4 million hits because the thing knocked my helmet off. I mean, I couldn't control the gun.
And we're like this, splash, splash,
I missed all 7 times. The captain came down and said, Shriver, you suck.
Yeah, exactly. So that was pretty good. That's the only one that you've shot, really?
Well, during
not like Mom, where she shot a lot of guns.
Yeah, I didn't shoot the handhelds like your mom did. I mean, I did have to get qualified on the revolver and the 9mm and the shotgun for nuclear weapons, but I didn't actually shoot cool guns.
All right. So going on with the last question of the day, and this ties in with the Miami thing that happened with the guy eating bath salts and stuff. All right, so where would we go if there's ever a zombie apocalypse?
I'm going to the compound. Yeah, my stepfather, he's got a safe, and inside that safe is probably there's enough there for everybody that comes to his house to have a weapon.
If you guys are Zombies fans, his closet is basically like the mystery box.
Yeah.
You can open it up and you get like an AK-47, an M16, a shotgun.
He says, "Here, take this," and you don't know what this is, but you know this is pretty powerful.
Yeah,
and it'll knock the hell out of a zombie.
And you have like snipers, everything, grenades on his on his wall. He have everything. So it was pretty good. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit the like rating if you did enjoy it. Leave down a comment if you guys want to see a duel comm with my mom later down the road. And please subscribe for more entertaining gameplay. Anyways, see you guys later. And I'm Saints, and my dad are
Go Redskins.
And out. Okay.